Today, I'll be talking about the truth of software engineering nobody is talking about. See, there are four stages in the life of a software developer. First, when you are a fresh graduate, you came out of college, either you're working as an intern or an employee or looking for placement, or if you are someone like me who came from a commerce background into the tech background and you are learning things. After that, you become a junior developer. I'll tell you how to cross each stage. Stay till the end of the video, you'll get good value. So after the junior developer, you shift and transition into a senior developer or a tech lead or a CTO. What after that? Nobody is gonna tell you what happens after because no one knows. Because the reason is after a salary height, after a position height, if you reach that height, company will look to replace you because they could hire 2 to 3 people in your salary range. New talent, fresh talent. Or if you are a CTO of a product, one thing we know for sure, the startup success rate, not every product is gonna work. So what happens after? So this, the fourth stage is the most crucial stage. If you can cross the third stage, that's the most amazing thing that you can do for yourself. So I'll tell you what's the fourth stage after we discuss about all the other three stages. You will get to learn better. So let's talk about the stage number one. So when you are a college freshman, you are just fresh out of the college, your main aim should be to learn from everybody around. How? So, whenever you're entering into a company, either as an intern or as an employee, one thing is for sure, you are an empty glass, my friend. Everybody around is much smarter than you, much practical than you, a good knowledge they have in their own domains. So, suppose you started out as a front end developer, say React or a backend, whatever. Mostly people start out as a front end developer, learning HTML, CSS, PHP, or React. So when you are at that stage, your job is to learn from everybody, talk to everyone, be a knowledge seeker, talk to everyone what they are doing, talk to cloud guy, talk to backend guy, talk to testers, what they are doing, how they are doing, what problems they are facing, how they are maintaining to solve it, how they are maintaining things out. Because in that situation, you will get to learn about the other disciplines that are available. The major problem that happens is when we are just stuck on one discipline, just learning and coding, it's good. Learn the core fundamentals about your discipline, learn it all that there is to. Learn all about your core fundamentals of your discipline. But talk to different people, see what they are doing because there could be a chance where the opportunity is better and your interest is sparking there. So suppose if you're more interested in backend, if you're more interested in cloud or automation testing or system automation, how would you know if you're not exploring it? If you're just stuck on like a blinder, you have put the blinders and not learning about anything. So go and talk to everyone, learn everything there is to, and master your own discipline. That should be your only focus. Focus, learn, focus, learn, focus, learn. That's it. After that, you transition, after some period, you transition into a junior developer. Now, at this stage, you should have chosen what is the thing that is interest for you. Like, what are you liking the most out of all the disciplines? So, you selected a discipline, say you are a backend developer, right? Now, your job is to learn horizontally, vertically. You have to master that discipline, not just a particular. Suppose if you started out as a backend developer or a Node.js using Express.js framework, your job is to learn maximum framework that is possible or at least try them out by your own. Say suppose Next.js or Nest.js, there are many frameworks for Node.js, that you Sales.js, that you can try out. Then you should also master the core fundamentals, how to manipulate things, how to manipulate the core fundamentals of that particular programming language. You should learn both the high level and the low level of how you can manipulate things in that master discipline. Because when you become the master of one discipline, there is one thing for sure, nobody can touch you there. At least make sure of that. Learn all about all the documentation, see all the videos, go at night, listen to things, talk to people, do everything, work on different repositories, contribute somewhere. So your job as a junior developer is to master one discipline the best. There is one more thing that you should do. Now suppose there is, in your company you are developing a web application which has back end, front end, and a mobile application which is working on a hybrid technology. So when you are working on back end, take some time out, talk to the hybrid guy. Suppose they are using Flutter or React Native, whatever. Talk to them and ask them how it is working. Do the setup. Even if company is not allowing you, take some time out, do the setup on your machine and start learning about it, how it is working. You don't have to deliver the project, but you are learning, and in the process there might be something that you find useful. And while doing it practically, you would also learn about one more concept, and this is very important. So you are also learning about how the mobile applications work, how to develop them, how to test them. This gives you much better clarity, and when you are ready, you can tell your company, I can also work on this thing. So this transition, when you have a master in one discipline and you have similar generalized master in other disciplines, then you shift to a senior developer. When you know something about databases, you know about front end application, you know about XYZ disciplines. That is the transition when you will go from junior to senior. Otherwise, if you are just working on one discipline, you can become a tech lead in that particular discipline, like Node.js. But when you really want to go a principal architect or a proper tech lead, you need to have knowledge about other disciplines. That's how you go forward. So learn about those, and then you transition into a senior principal engineer, or you become a CTO. Now, what's your role when you have reached there? Now you have a good salary hike. Now you are exploring other things out. So what you need to do is, in that stage, you need to learn about optimizing clouds, systems, processes, how to manage team. Because now you know about the programming languages. Now it is easy for you. You know about databases. You're mastering it more. That's good. Keep learning. Never stop learning. Even take some other courses like AI, or do keep learning. Don't stop learning. But these are some things that you should do. You should know how to manage people, how to optimize systems, how to solve the bottlenecks of the systems, because that is what will be because that is something that will give you an advantage over other people. Because you if you can optimize systems, you can create automated systems, you can create new processes, you can create better structure for the team, for the project. That is the real job of a tech lead, to make sure everything is working in the right direction, and everybody is on the go, everybody has the right systems, right processes, and everything is becoming automated. That is your job, and that is the only reason the company is going to keep you. If you're not doing that, they won't consider you a tech lead, they will still consider you as a junior developer, because you haven't transitioned it properly. Or if you find a good startup, start talking with startups. If you see a good opportunity, if you are entrepreneurial mindset, you can go out and try that out. So that's your role as a senior developer or a CTO or a principal architect. Now, the most important question, Rohan, what happens after that? Guys, nobody knows what happens after that. But I can tell you how you can transition from this stage. That I can tell you very clearly. Because all the stages that I'm talking about, I have been through all these stages. So, what you should do is, first thing that you should do is, you should learn about creating systems better than anybody else. By systems, I mean the cloud architecture, the planning of the project, how to reduce time, cost, effort better than the market. What everybody is providing, what every company is providing, how can you do better? Because this is the stage where companies are looking to replace you. So you need to do something that is out of the box. That's the only way. Otherwise, if you want to do a startup, do a startup. Or if you have a good CTO and doing well, good, amazing. But what other than that? Because see, if you are somebody who don't like challenges, or you just love boring jobs, just going in, working in and out, and still not liking the job. I can't help. But if you're not that kind of guy, you should definitely do something about it. You should think out of the box what you can do and what are the out of the box things. First, I told you, think about doing things better than the market. Cost, learn about cost optimization, how you can reduce the cost by making better systems, how you can automate the things better than everybody. Your plan, your strategical planning is your key. How better can you plan than everybody else, both technically and managerially? It is both for technical guys and managerial guys. How better you can plan, what new technologies you know, how better you know. So suppose AI. Now there are people in your company who are working in Node, who are working in React, who are working in front end. But now company is looking to expand. They want to enter into a new field. So you should be the person who should be learning that new field better than anybody else. That's one way to stay in the job. Now, the another way, the way that I took, if you want to learn about that. So I became a consultant. I do consultancy with the companies, with the startups. My target is mainly the private startups that work. So I work on the consultancy based. So I do both kind of works. I provide them strategic directions, start to end, how to make something idea to reality, covering everything: cost, process, optimization, people, team, tech, everything. They have team to work on it, but they need somebody to plan it very well. So that's what I do for them. I help them reach where they want in the cost better than the market, in the time better than the market, with the quality better than the market. That's my niche. That's how I stay updated and I keep learning. So one path is the consultant path, where your only aim is to keep getting better, improvise your own systems, improvise your own learnings, improvise your own structure. Because if you are not doing that, the best way, the third way, is to take your money, open up a shop, go out and live out your retirement if that's possible, because I don't see it possible for everybody. So you need to plan this structure when you are a junior developer. Listen to me very carefully. When you are a junior developer, the way I am telling you that why you should learn these things, why should you master one discipline, because that's the time you have the maximum time to learn. You still learn, you keep learning. You can't, I still learn like 3 hours a day, sometimes even more when I get time. So learning is indispensable. You cannot do that, but you personally have to become indispensable. And the most important thing that you should learn after learning all these structures, the frameworks, even I have my own blueprint system. If you would like to learn that, I can tell you. But after that, you should also learn to sell yourself. You should learn how to present yourself, how to sell yourself, because selling is one key thing that is missing with our community, the engineering community, either the managers or the programmers. Because if you learn to sell yourselves, you learn to market your skills correctly, you are on a different tangent. You become a better version of yourself. So these are the four stages. In the fourth stage, this is the only way, these are only the three ways that you can cross. Either you become indispensable for the company, you are learning new things, you are bringing in new frameworks, and nobody can question you. If you're a CTO of a good product company, very good. You can go take retirement, use your money if that's possible. This is not very much possible, but the fourth stage, the consultant path, this makes sure you are making money consistently, you are learning consistently, you are growing consistently, you are helping others to grow. Now this is the stage you share with people, you talk to them, you are learning new things, you are bringing in new frameworks. And guys, one thing that you should always do is make sure you are using the right use of your time. Because the time that you are in right now, if you're a junior developer or a graduate, you can do wonders right now. Even you can still do wonders, but this is the time that you should appreciate. You should invest in yourself. And if you are a senior developer, guys, you should start learning about optimizing everything. Doesn't matter it's coding or not. Everything, I say everything, process, testing, automation, people, whatever comes in your way, you should be an optimization master. So that was it. And if you want to learn more about my framework, how I build my framework, I am launching a webinar soon. You can join that, and I'll make sure that you know everything that I know, at least. Whatever I know, you get to know. So that was it, and all the best.